to the weekly episodes, Premium Advantage, baby. Today, Dr. Seth Lawrence, founder of Life Prescribed and author of the book, Your Life Prescribed. Thank you, Dr. Seth.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Sure, thanks for coming over.
Appreciate
Thanks for making it a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
Doctor in the house.
Life Prescribed. Our co-host, Mr. Jacinto.
Shout out to everybody out there in TV land. Where are we? No, we're not in 360 land. Where are we? We're in Flatland now.
Flatland. Flatland Live Land.
Oh.
Live Flatland. That's where we're at.
Awesome.
I know, right? Yeah, you're gonna do it. All right, but also, we're gonna be discussing what is happening with commercial insurance. Commercial insurance, if you have it, something is happening. We're gonna talk about that. Income taxes are around the corner. Make sure you stay tuned about solutions that we have available. And the monthly raffle. We just went through the monthly raffle and we had 4 winners. We contacted all of them. Only 1 responded. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. But for now, we're gonna concentrate a little bit on the information that Dr. Seth has available for us today.
Yes. Yes.
Right, we made it.
But we made it. We're here. Woo! Got here. Now what? He has a book out that is so valuable that I perceived it was reasonable for us to take the time to introduce this information to the audience. It's the information from a doctor that has experience in this field, which I perceive a lot of folks are going through these days, which is misinformation, which is information about your health that is maybe not accurate, or just not super complete. And I feel this book fills in the wedges with regards to that, your life prescribed information. And it's a very insightful book into your mind, I perceive, into the mind of this doctor.
Dangerous.
Oh!
Dangerous.
Lurking in there.
That's right. So you get a little bit of the insight, and depending on how fast you read, you can get in there in a weekend or a week. So it's that type of book. How many pages is the book, Dr. Seth?
Just enough.
Just enough.
Yeah, the
That's
perfect
right.
amount.
That's right.
It's like this much. However many that much is. But it's perfect. No, honestly, it's a great read. Honestly. Check
And
it
it'll
out.
make you feel better with
Life
this information.
prescribed.
It will make you feel better potentially for the rest of your life, depending on how you apply this information. I perceive if you apply this information and it sticks with you, you could potentially look at this guy smiling. It's like winking. You're gonna be winking too? Wow, on live TV? Wow. So, Dr. Seth, if you wouldn't mind explaining to us, please, what is Life Prescribed? Okay? What do you do? Give us a little bit of a hint so the folks could get introduced, because a lot of folks don't know. They don't know.
Right.
They don't know what they don't know.
Your Life Prescribed came about from, well, first of all, I'm a physical therapist, right? I have a doctorate of physical therapy, so I'm a DPT. And it came in, I started to notice a lot of trends when patients were coming in. People didn't know simple things that I was shocked that people didn't know.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Such as, may I guess for an example?
like where your hamstring is.
Oh,
or
really?
How to live properly.
Oh,
or,
okay.
that you
okay.
should wear shorts when I'm looking at your knee.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
Little things like that. So I started to write some things down to prepare my patients, right?
Oh, I get you. Keep going, prepare.
Right, yeah.
I got it.
And so, hey, if we're looking at your lower extremity or your leg, you should wear shorts or bring shorts, right?
Right.
You should eat before you come because,
Sure.
these little things.
Yeah.
I got you.
And
I got
this
you.
started to become 25 pages, and then it was 100 pages,
Oh,
and then
gotcha.
it turned into
Oh.
kind of trying to put everything I know into book form.
I got you.
Yeah.
And this is book number 1.
Book number 1.
Yeah, I like
The
it.
one and only so far.
Gotcha.
So what my goal is, it's for it to be a tool, right?
Okay,
And I
a
want
tool.
people
I like
to use their body as a tool so that the way that they live can be an asset to their life, not a liability to their health.
Oh,
Nice.
Answer to the life. Not a lot. Is that patent? Is that a patent saying? Did you say that?
Copyright pending.
Copyright pending.
Copyright
Live at
pending,
the Premium
yeah.
Advantage, baby. You get a lot of things done in this episode. Copyright pending. Hey, we posted it. That should work, right? That should work.
That should work. That's legal. That's legal.
Hey, market. Thanks, YouTube. Now, let me ask you this. What are the first steps you think somebody may want to take to start with regards to living optimally and this concept that you're developing?
Yeah, I think optimal living has a kind of foggy definition.
My next question.
Optimal living.
My next question that you sent me is what is optimal living? What is that? Define that for me, please.
Yeah, I think in some people's mind it means you have to have Ferraris and 2.5 kids and
Sure.
buy all the fancy stuff.
Pow, pow, pow.
In my mind, it's getting the most out of every moment of your day.
Ooh, squeeze it.
Yeah, I think it's even the bad times, right? So I think that if we can prepare our bodies to deal with what's going to come, no matter what, then
You're right.
we'll be ready. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be ready. And that means learning how your body works, and that means using your breathing. It means being prepared for the day. It means not feeling achy when you get up because
That does happen.
Some things that some things
That
that
does
you've done
happen.
before.
Maybe when you're not like 10 or 11 or 12 or 20 or 21, but it starts happening. I perceive as you get older.
Yeah.
What are some reasons for this that people start aching? Do you have any question? I know your reasons, but
Yeah.
give us some
On a
thought.
molecular level, break it down.
I just want to see it's a doctor that is giving you this information. The premium advantage is one of the natures of these solutions. You go, oh, there's information there about why am I aching. There's a solution.
Yes, that's right. That's kind of a loaded question. It depends on the person.
Short.
Yeah, but I think that there's a common misconception
Okay.
in the world today that you can do anything you want when you're young.
Sure.
And there's no repercussions.
Gotcha.
And we even as adults tell
Sure.
kids that, you can do it when you're young. You can do it when you're young.
Sure.
You're right.
But there's not one person that I've met, there may be one person, that doesn't have something aching from something that they did when they were younger, right? A football injury or a cheerleading injury or...
Fell out of a tree or something.
Yeah, or I wasn't active as a kid, so I just can't lose this weight, right? There are repercussions to what we do when we're young. And if we can teach our kids that and teach our kids healthy habits so they're not just the hassles of life that we have to deal with, then we're making society better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Optimizing living.
Yeah, because you get more energy. So with more energy comes more responsibility. Is that right? Is that Spider-Man? What is that?
That's part Spider-Man. That's part Spider-Man, part fitness.
Yeah.
But better living. You have more energy. You feel better. You're more enthusiastic. You're more ready to face the challenges that life brings.
No, and each generation should be
Right, that's
progressive,
right,
should be better
that's
than the
right,
next. And you
that's
should
right.
learn that, I always had this pain in my leg. I always have sciatic issues, son. I never
Right.
stretched.
That's
son,
right.
you need to start stretching. And
That's right.
each generation should be, improving on these things.
I like that.
That's right, yeah. And people are more and more sedentary because of
Yeah,
technology and
yeah.
whatnot.
Oh, man, you see, that's why we're doing the 360. That's
We
what
should just be walking around doing this.
Missing the 360 right now.
So the 360.
Yeah, so I see so
shake the
many
table.
kids, man. I see so many kids with neck problems just from playing video games.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have noticed that.
So,
Because like arching, I've
technique,
seen
right?
kids like little
Technique,
thing
yeah.
arching.
They call it
Make sure they
technique.
stretch. Make sure they
Technique.
stretch. Like you
Yeah,
have
so-
to balance. You have to go the
So,
other
Rob,
way.
are you familiar with technique?
Yeah, I am now.
Yeah, so it's an actual medical, medical term now. Is it actual terminology now?
Yeah.
So it's a real thing from kids doing that for so long that they're having actual issues.
Yes.
With certain, I think was it certain cervicals or is it just like?
Yeah, I call
Or
it
is it
poor
just
posture.
always?
poor
It's
posture.
just and then starting those, like you said, creating those habits. They're starting with bad habits.
Yeah.
Right.
They're right from the get-go.
So just think about how that's going to be, and we don't have those numbers yet because this is the first generation that's going through this.
Hey,
of
stretch
how
back.
they're going to
Hey,
be.
pop your shoulders back. Your shoulders back.
That's
Pop,
right.
pop. Oh, your back.
Yeah.
Even me, I have to stretch back.
We're
Still.
gonna play a game
Okay. Oh, games.
already.
Do you like games?
Already. So yeah, man. Well, let me just explain this. What did you do when your parents told you to hold your shoulders back to sit up straight? You may have done it, but there was a lot of eye rolling.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of frustration. Nothing ever happened.
Yeah, because it's telling me to do something again, and you're just like,
Exactly. Well,
Boring.
so our
Boring.
parents didn't hold their shoulders back. We didn't hold our shoulders back, and our kids aren't going to hold their shoulders back. Right? But we can get into like all of the value behind that. But what we need to do is change it. So how do we change it? Well, we hold each other accountable.
Accountability, I like
Accountability,
that.
yeah. So in the clinic, what we do is we play a game called Bazinga.
Bazinga. Oh.
Bazinga's from a TV show, apparently.
Yeah.
It's just a buzzword that you can use. It can be any buzzword.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so in the clinic, if somebody sees me, if one of my patients comes in with a tech neck or a bad shoulder, or bad back, and I just let them walk around with poor posture, then I'm irresponsible, right?
Serious. Your fault. Are you saying all of this is your fault?
It would be my fault for them not getting better.
their blood is on your hands.
Exactly. So what I try and do is not just be their parent and tell them to hold their shoulders back, but selfishly, I have them remind me. So if they see me with bad posture, they say Bazinga, and I have to do 4 squats.
4 squats.
If I see them with bad posture, I say Bazinga, they have to do the 4 squats.
Bazinga. Okay.
So now we're holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
Right? And so now we're playing Jedi mind tricks because again, this part in your brain, right? If I tell you, it still reminds me.
Yeah.
So if parents play this with their kids at home, you're playing for you're playing for like allowance or screen time or whatever it is. And so now the kids are like creeping around the corner, looking at the parent, trying to catch them, but it puts it in the kid's head.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So now we can play while we're here today.
Gotcha.
Every time I see you with bad posture.
Oh, you mom.
Yeah.
Hold on. When we're talking about solutions, I found some online that where you don't need nobody else. Where you essentially you wrap something and then it shocks you.
Right.
It puts you back straight.
It shocks you. What are you talking about?
Or it gives you like jolt.
It's an actual
Gives
thing
you like
that shocks
it gives
you?
you like it gives you a jolt. There's electricity involved. I'll say that.
Oh, so
like you're in, like, the Matrix.
okay.
But
It's probably just like a vibration, like a hardcore shock.
I'm just
like
saying.
a shock collar.
I mean, it's supposed to give you a physical little reaction. It's not a sound.
That's
it's not
genius.
a person.
I love that.
It's a little bit of everything. That's a little bit of self accountability, but you have to buy the device. Then you gotta plug it up, and it's like an extra thing.
Gotta put it on.
What about tools
Well, they
when
have
you
posture
buy
shirts
yourself?
too. They have all kinds of different like apparatuses.
Oh, really?
Apparatusi.
Okay.
I remember my dad got my sister a posture shirt one time because she
a
had
posture shirt.
Yeah, so it's something that he found from they use in the NBA.
Oh.
That
The
they
NBA
sometimes
uses a posture shirt.
I don't know if they use it maybe like a post-surgery thing. I don't
Sure.
know what, but he heard about it and
Yeah.
found it and got it. So it's supposedly just
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Just drive you back.
There's just so many tools
There's
available.
lots of them.
And what one of the biggest things is that folks don't even realize that there is a posture situation. They go, whoa, what do you mean? Oh, we all have bad posture. Most, yes. Little bit at a time.
We're all
it's
getting
gravity.
pushed down by
yes,
gravity.
by
you know,
gravity.
so-
It's just a natural situation. So you have to, a little bit at a time. If there's no, you little bit, just kind of happens. You gotta go back the other way, baby.
Yeah, you acclimate to that position.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's the
And
thing
then-
about those shirts and whatnot, though.
Yeah,
Right?
break it
just
down.
just like a back brace. If something else is holding you up, then your muscles don't have to hold you up.
That's right. Look at Dr.
Exactly.
Seth giving us some knowledge with a little back information. Hey, yeah, those are good, but don't just rely on those to do your muscles work.
Those are band-aids, right? Let's fix it. instead.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And how we fix it
Yeah.
is learning why it's important.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because you can buy the vibrating thing, but
Yeah,
you're
sure.
too lazy to put it on.
Yeah, or just let it shock me. Just, you know what? Just let it shock me.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So you have to want to get better, right? You have to want to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
better. Or else you're just not going to wear it, or you're not going to wear the shirt.
Well,
or-
I perceive a good reason is the energy factor, right? And you feel better factor. Where you have to put in a little bit of that release that energy, into putting your posture so you get that energy back whenever you have the.
Well, yeah, look, we'll break it
activities.
down. Why is it important to have good posture?
Yeah,
What
sure.
is it? What
What do I get? What do I get? What do I get if I do that for myself? What do I get?
What's in it for me?
Always gotta know that.
What's in it for me? For me to stand up straight for myself. All right, tell me.
There's a lot, man. So think about riding in a car with the tires are malaligned.
Sure.
Right?
a
You
good
start to
one.
wear away that tire.
Sure,
you start to wear
sure.
away that tire. Eventually, you're just driving with your tire, going ahead of you. So
Sure.
your joint surfaces start to wear away, and then your body doesn't work right.
Yeah.
And so your joints are aligned in the perfect alignment. So whether
Sure.
it be God or the universe or whoever made us,
Pow!
made us perfectly aligned. And
Pow! Got season.
the joints don't work right when they're malaligned. And then when you have constant pressure on them,
Yeah.
then that builds up pressure and inflammation. So that's why we feel achy. That's why people
Oh,
feel
he get he answered the question, baby, all the way through.
Yeah.
That's why he said, I'll get to back later. Whenever you ask me, go, Dr. Seth.
It's full 360.
Science.
Yeah.
Science.
Totally sciencing you guys.
Sciencey. Very
I
sciencey.
like it. So many solutions in a single episode.
Hey, so where do you think? I mean, you're a parent, so you can maybe talk to this a little bit. Where do you think that perfection starts to fade? Like at what age do we start to not be perfect anymore? Start to
Yeah.
slouch and start to have these postural deviations?
Yeah, earlier and earlier because of technology.
Bang.
Right? I mean, I saw a video the other day that showed a kid in his sleep trying to scroll.
Wow.
Right? It was super sad.
How old
Yeah.
do you think
Right?
the kid was?
He was like 2. He was like 2, 2.5.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah. So
Interesting. What are we witnessing here,
these
right?
things are reshaping our mind and
Sure, it
how we
does.
think.
Correct.
So
how
he's
we
and he's
learn.
just
Yeah.
in posture, right? He's probably in
Sure.
there like this with his
Yeah,
like
yeah, he
it's
was
just
asleep.
create.
Yeah.
He was literally
intriguing.
asleep.
Yeah.
That makes me
I'll find the video.
bazinga right now. Just thinking
You
about
say,
it.
whoa, stand up
That's
straight, or the computers are gonna take over you. What?
Yeah.
Stand up straight, or the computers are gonna take over
And
you.
it just goes back.
What?
It just goes back to parenting. I think at the end of the day,
That's
man,
the information.
Yeah, dude, that's bad parenting. Ridiculous.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would say is one, it takes a lot of energy. You know what I mean? And then it's not like it's easy to go, hey, yeah, but you have to be consistent.
Consistency is the key.
It's what happens is you miss the consistency because it's kind of challenging. Hey, and it's kind of a battle.
You can't avoid it either, so it's just more like moderation.
Consistent and back and consistent.
Moderation.
Yeah, sure.
I think the example that we set as well, right?
Yeah,
we
that's
can't
true.
tell our kids to sit up straight when they're sitting like this.
That's true.
So play bazinga.
Rob uses
we
fear.
talked about all this, and what I told y'all is bazinga from the beginning.
That's
What
right.
do we do in
Rob
circles?
cracks the whip. I've heard him. He does it like my mom does. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm just gonna.
But you're talking about energy, man. When our posture is poor,
Sure.
Our shoulders far forward, and then our chin has to come up because our eyes have to orient to the horizon.
Yeah.
And then what happens is these carotid arteries, like a kink in the hose, where water decreases flow.
Yeah.
Right. Your carotid arteries have less blood flow to your brain.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And how does your body use energy? Through oxygen, right?
Oh,
and
right.
so your brain can't get as much oxygen,
Right.
and it can't get as much blood flow. So we're literally becoming dumber because our brain cells, we lose brain cells by not having good posture.
Wow.
Right? We break it all the way down.
Interesting.
Right, and so if you can get more blood flow to the brain, you have more energy.
Gotcha.
Right, but it starts.
Expands your lungs. Not only that, it also expands your lungs as well, which gives it more room for the oxygen
Dude,
to
blood
go
circulation.
all the way
everything.
through. I know science.
Yep.
I know science.
Yeah, you're doing good, buddy. You're
I'm keeping up.
doing great.
Okay. A curiosity regarding, for example, because I've seen that you do some like a mass consulting within a group setting consulting situation, right?
Sure.
And so whenever you do those, right, if you wouldn't mind sharing that experience with regards to like the group has a particular level of a posture, of an energy level. Let's say that. Is there a way to baseline that so that you can say, hey, Dr. Seth came in. This is what I found. This is my analysis based on your 20 years of experience, 15 years of experience. The goal now is to be at least this level by whatever time, and in that way, I just don't know how that goes. I'm curious about how that process is. It's a group setting, but you speak with them and then see you later. Or it's like, no, I speak with them, and then the goal is to kind of evolve them in a continuous way. I'm curious.
Yeah, it depends on what the public speaking event is about, whether
Yeah.
it's kind of through consulting with the company or if it's just like coming out and giving a speech. I relate everything back to the clinic because that's where I learned kind of my experience of working with people. So oftentimes in the clinic, patient will come in and it's like, I'm not feeling any better. And then if you dig a little bit, well, do you wake up less achy? Yes. Can you go down the stairs with less pain? Yes. Do you still have pain? Yes. Okay, so you're better, but you're not there. So what I try to get people to do is set a baseline, right? And are you noticing differences? When you think about your posture, do you fix your posture? Do you think about your posture more often? Do you have to fix your posture more often?
Who are you playing bazinga with at home?
Who am I playing bazinga?
No, that's the question that you would ask.
right.
Who are you playing? Nobody to play bazinga with at home. There you go.
Yeah,
Add to that list. I'm just curious of the things. Oh yeah, but if I go home, if you're not here,
It takes a village, man. I want a village of bazingas. Everybody in the United States. All
bazinga.
Right?
We're taking over the world.
Yeah,
I
let's
got
do
you.
it.
I got you.
Bazinga
One
at a time.
posture at a time. Smiling.
The struggle is that people just say, "Oh, fix your posture," and then you just roll your eyes and go on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you understand the value in it, then you start paying attention to things more and more and more. Right?
I gotcha.
You guys know the value in brushing your teeth, so we brush our teeth, right? We know the value in eating right, so we try and eat right. We try.
Shout out to
Ooh.
Shannon Sharp. Did you see that
Shout
picture
out.
of Shannon Sharp? Shannon Sharp posted a picture. You know who Shannon Sharp is?
Nope.
Shannon Sharp is a football player. He played
Okay.
in the NFL for a long time. Now he's on the an ESPN show, the talk show he's all over TV. Anyways, he posted a picture of and he said that he brushes his teeth 9 times a day.
Wow, is that good for your gums?
I don't know, but
depends on
he
the-
posted a picture of himself with no shirt on.
Yeah.
And teeth just gleaming.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but notice. I'm like, dude, he's so swole.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I want to brush my teeth more often. Like, it inspired
Brush your
me.
teeth.
Maybe if I brush my teeth, I can be swole like Shannon Sharp.
Screw the gym.
I mean, hey,
Brush my teeth.
get the biceps in. Yeah, I can
Dude,
see how
let
you
me
can
find
get
that
some-
picture for y'all so you can see
I can see
it.
how you
It's
can get
so
something like this
crazy,
going.
man.
I can see
hilarious.
my
Yeah,
biceps are
but he brushes his teeth 9 times.
How does he brush?
He's
Does he
got
use
some
two
pearly
toothbrush?
whites, too.
Does he use two
Super
toothbrush?
pearly.
Yeah.
Does he do one-handed one time? Does he do one-handed the other? Does he go like this the entire time? I'm just saying.
To answer your question, he actually kind of said something about it. I saw the quick brief interview when he
Oh,
talked
really?
about it. He said it's the same thing every time.
Oh, every time.
But it's just at certain time, which is after every
Sounds
meal.
weird. You would think one hand is
like, well,
definitely stronger than the other.
One in
right?
the morning, one at night, and then after every
He
snack
has
and
to.
meal.
He has to switch hands, otherwise it would be abnormally weird. No, you know what I'm saying?
You know that actually happened. You're absolutely right. And, you know that happened too. Y'all know my friend Nando, right? So,
Yeah.
and I've known him my whole life. So, in middle school, Nando had braces, and I'll never forget when they got his braces off. Like his teeth were like gleaming white, and I was like, "Dude, what's the deal?" He's like, "It's because they made me brush after every single meal." And I was like, "Dude," I remember as a kid thinking like, "Dude," but. It's one of those things that it's hard to do consistently.
It's tough, man. Have you ever tried to brush your teeth left-handed?
I do.
Yeah,
I actually have. I do that from now and again. I've always had a fear of breaking my right arm, doing something to my right arm. So I always practice like wiping my butt and doing all kinds of stuff with my left hand. I'm just weird, I guess.
No, I mean, it uses the brain differently.
I mean, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it
There's
really
different little functions. Different little functions.
I learned to throw left-handed so I can teach my son to roll out to the left.
Yes.
Oh, really? Bow.
Yes.
Nice.
Not that I'm gonna let him play football, but
I got you.
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, but you can throw. You can still throw.
Yeah.
Just they have throwing competitions. Hey, you can do a lot, which is a throwing game.
Sure.
Actually, you have to be accuracy, right? All right, cool. Some questions, some solutions that I wanted to bring up to see if there's something that comes out that maybe folks can apply to, so they can get more out of the value, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I myself, like I tell myself, hey, you're gonna wake up tomorrow at 5 a.m. or 5:30 or whatever, 5 a.m. typically. And so I put the devices, the technology devices that are, not giving me the energy, and I'm like, hey, 5 a.m. baby, wake me up.
How many do you need? That's a lot.
I do like 3 alarms.
Good lord.
I do like
I just need one, dog. Good lord.
Wake me up.
Each one is accountable to the other.
And then the guy in the morning wakes up. He's like, what the hell, put up all these alarms? It turns all of them off.
So that's what wakes you up, the trying to find the buttons to turn them off.
So get your left line.
So I'm curious because most people put the alarm, I snooze it all the time. Boom, and then I go back to sleep. Which is, I mean, you're tired, you need your sleep. You need your sleep.
Hilarious.
But sometimes like you need to go to sleep earlier. And then sometimes it's like, oh, I don't go to sleep earlier because I don't wake up earlier. So I'm curious, how have you thought about some solutions for that? How can people play with Jenga like that, like at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, right.
I'm curious because it's accountability, and that's a good one.
Fit these things in. Yeah.
Really?
There's some white teeth.
Look how swole he is. He's a retired football player.
He's always been that swole, though.
Oh, no, but I mean, he was swoller when he was playing, but I mean, what is he, 50?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 50.
I think he's 50 something, right? He's got to be.
I mean, we gotta step it up.
But
We gotta step it up.
Look at those teeth.
We gotta
teeth,
step it
though.
up.
Look at
My
those
teeth are
teeth.
nowhere near that white, and then my body's not near. Nah, I gotta step it up. Oh, no. And you know what? His posture is awesome.
Way to bring it
Because he
back.
brushes his teeth.
Yes.
Double
Keeps it on
whammy.
there.
That's a double whammy right there.
That's right.
So what do you guys think about the solutions? Those by yourself, 5 a.m., early wake up, the folks that want to do that, like myself, and I don't know if you guys ever tried doing that on your own. What do you think? What do you guys have? Any thoughts?
Phone across the room.
To wake up, you're saying?
Put the phone across the room.
Yeah,
Don't leave it in your nightstand right next to you so that your hand.
You have to get up.
Yeah.
That's right. It
Yeah.
gets you up. You know it. You know that's what you need. Just do it.
That's right. I've actually thought about like in the other room.
Hey, wake
Just
everybody,
push it
yeah.
to bed, you can
Oh, I gotta get that clock. Yes.
Kind of cruise over there, yeah.
Okay,
I
that is
use
an
the-
easy solution that you can implement. Will get your butt up when you're like, the premium advantage, lies prescribed. If you want to get up earlier, get up.
So I use the David Goggins method.
Oh, okay, what's
You know
that?
who David Goggins is?
No, give me.
You familiar with him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so which is just something I learned from playing college football too. Or I
Okay.
mean, just sports in general is just cursing at yourself, just
Really?
punking yourself.
Oh yeah,
Just-
I gotcha. I understand.
Just like
Do it.
I effing hate this. I effing hate all of this, but you're effing doing it. Think about these people. Think about that. Think about those things. I just hear my coaches. I hear my mom. I hear all those people like a Jedi. All the voices just screaming at me, and I'm like, fine.
Actually say it.
Fine.
Actually speaks it out loud. Fine.
Seriously, that's what I do.
I like it. Hey,
So
whatever
that-
works.
that's your motivation. That's your history, right? So if you want to get up out of bed, you have to have the right goals to get out of bed.
Sure.
Right? Like,
Sure. Why am I
do you
gonna
wanna
get up out of bed?
Why
I
do
get
you
up
wanna
and
get
now
out?
what?
Yeah.
Now what?
Just stand there.
Yeah.
Now
I'm
what?
up.
Exactly.
What's the goal, right? You gotta set yourself up ready to go. So I think I have to set up all my shorts whenever the shorts, my
That's
towel, bam, so let's go.
That's
You
what I
do
was
it the
about
night
to say.
before?
It starts the night before.
Yeah.
Starts the night. It starts
night before.
the night. They set up the night before
Totally.
so that your morning you cannot mess yourself
Yeah,
up.
give yourself as few excuses as
Ah,
possible.
Bam, as few excuses as
Yeah.
possible.
And
Make
then
sure
also while you
there's gas in
sleep,
the
you feel
car.
like your subconscious kind of marinates on
Yeah.
the stuff you need to do the next day too. When you prepare the night
Yeah,
before.
it's a good thought.
It's supposedly, yeah, you read like your goals and you
Yeah,
read all these
so
things.
you're dreaming
and-
about it. So it helps you. Look at all these solutions we're coming up
That's
with.
Dude, remember in school putting your clothes out before?
Yeah, I do it now. That's what I
Your
do.
shoes and
I
everything.
still, right now, I have the clothes ready. I knew that part of the solution already. The alarm
Your
one.
whole week out.
The alarm one.
The whole week?
Yeah.
So week.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
You gotta be sure. Less exposure, right? Because if trust me, I'll use up the shorts. I don't have nothing to wear.
That's awesome, dude.
Alarm ready. I
That's
got it
awesome.
now. Move the alarm.
I love
Got
it. That's awesome.
Got it.
But one other cheesy thing
what
that I
else you got? What you
do,
got?
my alarm clock is the theme song to Rocky.
Oh! Wow! Look at you.
When in
Not
doubt.
only, yeah, not only
Nice.
because that's nostalgic for us.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh.
Right. So
Yeah,
you remember
gotcha.
going down the street with like the
Of
boombox?
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So
Isn't that a
that gets my
top?
juices flowing.
Put
Now,
the
3 or 4
Rocky-
things,
Go.
right? One, that gets my juices flowing.
Boom.
So it reminds me of my
Juice it up.
goals, right?
Yeah.
2, I have to get up out of
Juice
bed.
it.
Yeah.
And 3, I'm scared of my wife hitting me in the head.
Bang,
because,
bang.
Turn that off.
because of the Rocky
Bing,
song.
boom, bang.
So
No, I don't want to get hyped right now.
do everything you can to achieve your goals.
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
I get
absolutely.
that. I like
The
it.
way that I eat
Yeah.
Yeah.
is based on how my goals.
Sure,
The way that I
gotcha.
sleep is based on my
Oh.
goals. The way that I move, the way
Yes.
that I do everything.
Gotcha.
Right.
That's why you
Everything
have a
else
book.
every
That's why
day.
you got a book, man.
Yeah.
This information that you can put it together. I'm still trying to piece it all, right?
I am too. I'm not
Oh,
saying that
that's
I'm
true.
doing it all. I'm
That's
just
true.
saying that like I'm trying to get there.
I get
and
it,
I'm
I
trying
get
to
it,
give
I get
myself
it.
the best advantage
And
that
it always
I can.
changes because as you get older, things shift, so you have to kind of adapt to that, you know?
That's right. That's right.
And we gotta give a shout out to my DJ JR. We used to do
Hey.
we used to do back in the day. For the marathon, he used to get this gig where they'd hire us to stand at a certain spot, and usually at the end, and DJ. And he would always, all he would do was play that Rocky song
Yeah.
on repeat. But just the beginning part,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like that,
The
like
bells.
yeah, like did it get you going? And it would, dude. And I'd be out there on the mic, just like pumping people up as they walk by, dude. It was a blast. And people would like afterwards would come up to us, like, dude, you were those guys. That moment, like,
Yeah, man.
you got me going. I was like,
Yeah.
we were doing that song, dude.
Music is powerful, dude.
It is very powerful.
Music is
Yeah,
powerful.
It's all
implement that
about
into
the
your strategy
frequency,
with regards
baby.
to energy. Good posture, good music. You're pumping, baby.
That should be on a T-shirt.
That should be on a t-shirt.
Now, commercial insurance. I know, right? Big flip.
Perfect.
But it's happening and it's affecting everybody. It's affecting everybody. If you compound bad posture and an expensive insurance, I mean, you know, you can really get
The weight can get
It's
you.
the weight. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Wow.
about relieving the weight.
It's a smooth transition.
All the way
Yeah,
around,
I like
baby.
that.
It's increasing all over the place because insurance pools are trying to fill up their pools. This is what's happening. They're auditing more folks, trying to get reasons for increasing the premium, which is reasonable based on what's happening. The question is, how reasonable? How much premium? I mean, the shift is there, so just be mindful. We talked about auto insurance last week, the nature of how they're doing it, meaning they're tracking folks with the apps and they're doing this so that folks, they can individually rate you based on how you drive, as opposed to like your whole credit structure and all that other good stuff that they don't really use anymore. A little bit, but not really
Really?
that much. Yeah, it's switching.
It's antiquated now.
That's it's not antiquated, but it is shifting. So they're using several mechanisms.
like algorithms, and they got all.
All of that.
Yeah. Okay.
So should we be using the tracker in our?
It's up to you if you want the rate. Some companies track you and they still don't give you a good rate. So why are you tracking me? that does happen. I've tested several models where they have tracked me. Go ahead, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then it's like, oh, it's still expensive. What? It does. So okay.
Well, then, like certain ones though, they'll give you like discounts if you do.
Yeah,
certain
yeah, but
things.
what matters is that every 6 months you look for your rate. Go to the Premium Advantage if you want some options. You will get options. They won't cost anything to look to see what options you have based on what you're paying now, so we can help with. That's one of the natures of the solutions that we provide is commercial insurance. Oh, so what's happening is you need to be ready for that, so that whenever you apply for your insurance, you actually have your accurate numbers because you're gonna get audited. A lot of folks are like, I have an estimate. I think this is how much. What's this gonna happen with the business on professional insurance as well, like doctors and things of that nature. Everybody is getting an increase. So I would say, don't get mad. Don't get even. Just learn to go with it so that you can find what's convenient for you. There you go. And research. And go to the Premium Advantage.
You're just talking about in general, or just because
In general.
because of inflation, or
Because,
just...
yes, all of the pools are needing to get filled up more by the carriers. The carriers are like, we don't have enough money to pay for all these claims because inflation went up. So we're gonna increase the premium, and we're gonna find reasons to increase it. We're gonna track you because you're driving crazy. Commercial insurance, you're supposed to be paying for this. Let me see the audit. Let me see all your books. We don't believe you. Send me more.
Right.
So it's like, oh, we're gonna charge you for this. What? So it's a big shift in every market. Yes, correct. Health insurance.
Glad I showed up.
Yes. So when it happens,
Learning stuff.
when it happens, you go, oh, that's the shift. It's happening right now. We gotta look for options.
I need you on speed dial when it.
Yeah. Hey, the Premium Advantage, baby. That's it. That's the speed dial, baby.
Right.
Streamlining
What's
solutions.
speed dial? I don't even know what that is.
What is that?
So what do you-
You just do it fast.
and then you mess up, and then you gotta do it again. Yeah.
And then events. What kind of events we got going on? Saturday.
Second Saturday is coming up. What's today?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So second Saturday. This is the last one of the season. So we're excited. Come check us out. It's gonna be at the one and only Bad Astronaut. We're gonna have some music. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some giveaways possibly. And yeah, come check it out. Superfunkyfresh.com is the spot. Or do we have information there? No. It's on the calendar.
It's on the calendar.
It's on the calendar. It's on our Instagrams, hahacinto.com, all that information as well.
Okay. And then also, I forgot to ask, if a company wanted to do a speaking service or a speaking consult with the groups, how would they go about that? How would they find you? How would that go?
Yeah, I'm all over social and the website, drssethlawrence.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the contact information is there. Send you an email. Hey, we saw you on the episode of the Premium Advantage. That looked great. Can you do something for our group? Something
That's
like
right.
this.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah,
Hire
super
this
easy.
man, please.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
man-
it's
this
so
man's
much.
legitimate.
Tell me about your shoulder. Your shoulder. is miracle.
So are you still doing one-on-ones? Are you
Still in the
doing
clinic,
Yeah.
yeah.
So look, folks, get with this guy for any sort of like issues you have going on. I can speak to him. I've known him for a long time. Actually, I've known his family. Like this guy and I go way back. But even aside from that, it's just the way he breaks things down is something that you can progressively do. A lot of times, I feel like people in the who have injuries or have surgeries or need post work after their surgeries, go into certain places and get screwed, or get people who are just trying to take their money or take their insurance claims or whatever the case may be, and just try to get them in there and use them. This man really breaks it down. This isn't like, I like to use this analogy, but it isn't a Band-Aid. This is the cure to the situation you have going on. So I played college football. I've been an athlete my whole life. I'm a personal trainer as well. And I had a shoulder injury. I can speak to this specifically. I had a shoulder injury that was, I thought it was over. Seth can talk to this. I thought I was done. I'm never gonna lift weights again. I'm just useless as a man. I'm just gonna.
Wow, Dr. Seth.
I couldn't even hold myself up. Like if I was to be with a lady and holding myself up, I couldn't even do that. Right? I was done. And I go to see him, and in one session, I'm immediately better. And he's like, don't go lift weights. It's not 100% yet. I'm like, cool, I go lift weights. And I make it a little bit worse, but it's still better. And then I came to see him a few more times, and he gave me things, homework to do.
Wow.
I still do those things to keep my shoulder healthy. And I just gotta thank you so much, man. I mean,
Appreciate you.
now I'm back to lifting super heavy again, and but I'm doing it smarter and better, because he helped break those things down too. Because he's just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, all right, I'm doing these particular things. And he's like, all right, cool. So like we used to do in high school, huh? I'm like, So he's like, do this, do that, break like that. Oh, okay. And so now I'm back to 100 hundo, and it's amazing. So anyways, go get a session with this man. I can highly recommend it. Aside from just his knowledge, education, and speaking engagements, he can do you one-on-one. Ooh, that sounded awesome.
I would say try the group engagements. I think potentially
you
would be
one-on-one.
the group engagements could be potentially way more valuable to some degree.
Oh,
because of
totally.
the amount of energy that could be created with regards to
Just create that village, man.
right, man.
Bazinga village.
Absolutely.
Bazinga. Cool. All right. With regards to us, next week we're gonna give you the developments on everything that's been going on. We're doing the weeklies. If you're interested in participating, go to the links. Dr. Seth, anything else that you'd like to share to the audience that you think about?
Great posture, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you for having me. Hope
you very much
to
for
see you
coming.
guys soon. It's good to see both of y'all, man.
Oh, we're
It's
trying
been a
to
hot
do,
minute.
we're looking to do a continuing episodes, maybe once a month or maybe once a quarter. If you guys have questions to Dr. Seth, please send them in. That way he can make sure he has the answers available.
And look forward to do our sports next year. We're
Yeah.
gonna be doing lots of sports breakdowns. March Madness is gonna be coming soon. Super Bowl breakdowns, Super Bowl predictions, all those kinds of things. Dr. Seth is gonna be joining us because he was an athlete. He's still an athlete. All right? Yeah, we just
Always.
always an athlete. Another T-shirt.
That's right.
All right, cool. See you guys next time.